the FBI. So you got Cash Patel and that guy, and boy, are they finding some shit out, man. There's a ton, I mean a ton of money missing from our government, and they're talking about sending everybody. There you go. I got the other notification just come up for the other channel. That's good. Yeah, there's like a ton of money missing, tons and tons, and they're gonna. You got to be kidding me. What's this? And my battery's down to 20% on that one. I ain't worried about it. Anyway, I'll just charge it as I talk. They're sending out supposedly $5,000 to every American who's paid taxes, which is a good thing. About time, they give some of that back because it was gone to waste. It's bullshit. How you doing, whoever's on there? Thank you for stopping by. I'm charging. There you are, Arend. How you doing? What's up? Hey, by the way, is it warm over where you guys are, Eric and Arend? It's actually feels like it's almost 60 degrees. It was freezing cold last week, so that's a good thing. Anyway, what I'm going to do is do a little live stream here, and then I'm going over to the park, take a walk, and I'll try to do a live stream walking through the park, something different. But anyway, what's that? No, it's cold. It sucks. Well, warmer weather should be coming soon. I don't know if your seasons are like ours or if it's different. We're almost getting there. A couple more months, it'll be, yeah. Actually, in a month or so, you could start planting stuff in gardens and shit in a lot of the areas in America. It is less warm today. Yeah, yesterday was pretty good. Today, right now, maybe because I'm sitting in direct sunlight and it's a little bit of wind, but it's actually a lot less, a lot warmer, I think, today. Or not, I had said that backwards. It was a little bit warmer yesterday, put it that way. Anyway, yeah, so there's all kinds of shit getting ready to happen in America with this Doge thing. They're finding tons and tons and tons of money. It's basically been stolen. There's a politician. She's down in Georgia state, south of me, a few states down, 3-4 states down, sort of near Florida. Anyway, she evidently had multiple billions of dollars given to her to set up some kind of, I don't know what it was, political whatever, but it's basically given to her legally, and she's going to be going up in flames on that. They're going to bust her. Another group of people that are on the chopping block right now. One's Adam Schiff. He's been lying to our Congress and since day one, and they caught him. They got him pretty much dead to rights. The other ones are AOC. I don't know if you guys even know any of these politicians. Do you guys see any of this shit that's going on over here on your news at all? Anyway, it's like the Democrat Party who's been corrupt as hell. And the sad thing is, when I was a kid, my parents always voted Democrat. The Democrat was traditionally supposed to be for the working man. And they still try to say that, but I think Democrats are for the Democrats. You know what I'm saying? These people talk a lot of shit, in my opinion. And my parents, they were staunch supporters of them back in the day, and they probably were better back then, but they are criminals now. So anyway, what's it? I wouldn't be surprised if you see some kind of terror attack in the United States due to the fact that they're looking for something to distract. I mean, people are going to jail very soon in the deep state. And one thing that I've seen is in the past, and everybody, it's American, sees, anytime the shit gets too hot on these politicians and these criminals that are in power, something always happens. I think we're going to have a pandemic. What's that? No, in what's it say? In our news, mostly the president and VP. Yeah, JD Vance. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the other ones. They're the ones that are really committing a lot of the corruption. So, and you know something? I hate to say it, but there's politicians over where you guys are at, and all around the world. They're all interconnected. I mean, they're looking the other way and working deals and getting money sent over that illegally and laundering money. So they'll take like drug money and send it over here and bring it over there and bring it back to them later, and it's clean then, because you can't trace it. I looked up the news you mentioned. Okay, cool. Oh, and yeah. Um, so yeah, there's shit going on. We're going to see something big happen. I guarantee it. I can feel it in my bones. And by the way, we are right now under attack. Our what do you call it? The Our agencies, our FBI, our CIA, all that, and multiple others are now under a cyber attack. It was just talked about today. Right as we speak, right outside Washington, D.C., there's a lot of problems. And some of that's hooked into some of our agencies. They're probably trying to destroy evidence and everything else. It's probably an outside agent, meaning it's probably China, who's up to their eyeballs dealing with Joe Biden. They were paying Hunter Biden and Joe Biden. There's all kinds of stuff going on there. They probably made a lot of illegal deals, and if it ain't them, it's somebody else that's got dirty hands in this. They're going to get exposed, and I think they're going to try to hide it because when 9/11 happened, there was a guy named Donald Rumsfeld. He was warning. He was talking about money that was missing right on the day before. It was trillions of dollars, right? So that then 9/11 happened, and something hit the corner of the Pentagon. They say it was a plane, but a lot of people theorized it was a cruise missile because they didn't find any wings and they never showed anything of where the thing hit when 9/11 happened. They also hit New York. I'm sure you guys definitely heard that. Okay, hang on one second. So they hit the corner office in the Pentagon and took out a computer that Rumsfeld was talking about stuff that was on that, decimated it. That was the proof. They wiped out the proof with that attack. So what they'll probably do now is if there's proof in Washington, don't be surprised, Washington, D.C., if something happens in there to try to cover their tracks. This, in my opinion, the deep state's going to do something really soon. What's that say? I just have a question. Do you feel that you get, wait a minute, your taxes worth in service? No, not really. A lot of times that tax money goes elsewhere and doesn't get spent the way it should be. And there's certain states that are getting ripped off in their taxes. They're paying a lot of taxes, and the roads need to be repaired. The bridges need to be repaired with that money, and somehow it's never quite getting done. Here and there it is. It's like the fires that happened out in California. They could have prevented that by several different things. I'll tell you about in 1 minute. Let me get back to her for a minute. About the speech of freedom, freedom of speech. Wait a minute. It was a speech in Germany about something in Scotland. It was in our news. I found it in Belgium news. There was a lot of discussion about it. Yes, but what I'm saying, are you allowed to pray outside of an abortion clinic? That's what I was trying to get at. And not even praying out loud. Did it say anything about that? I mean, that's kind of off the hook. If someone's sitting there thinking or praying or meditating, and you're going to lock them up, and meanwhile, there's immigrants coming into those European countries that are committing crimes, and nobody's even looking at them. You're a racist if you even say, well, this guy attacked that person over there. He should be arrested. But meanwhile, if you attack one of them, it's a different story. It's a hate crime. Why isn't it a hate crime when women are being raped over in England? They're running around the streets, a lot of them doing some things. I don't even want to get into it because what'll happen is someone will complain and YouTube will want to take the damn video down. But I'm telling you, there's news on all that. What's this say? Okay. Okay, wait a minute. So, yes, because the men, there was a rule not to disturb visitors of the clinic. What I heard, what I heard was he wasn't. He was literally standing there. His, I guess, wife or fiance went into the clinic and aborted the baby, or was about to, or whatever. And he was supposedly just sitting there praying, not really doing anything but keeping to himself. Now, I wasn't there. I didn't see it. I don't know. That's what I heard. So, do you think that that is more of a priority to go and drag that guy off or kick his doors in and arrest him later if he makes a meme about a politician? That's another thing I was trying to talk about too. A cartoon or something, and somebody got offended, some political leader, and he did that, and that's why they kicked the door in. But meanwhile, there's literally women being raped over in Europe and people being killed. I'm just saying, equal justice. In other words, if that's going on, then you got to lock those people up too. They don't get immunity because they're from another country or whatever, and that happens too. Whether whoever you are, or if you're coming from another country over in America, I don't know whether your countries do this. There's immunity. What do they call that? Shit, I can't think of what it's called. It's like a law that basically, if someone who is a politician, a delegate, or something from another country, and something happens, they do something, they usually get immunity and walk away from it. That isn't fair, A lot of countries. Wait a minute, what's this? Also, the silent protest was forbidden. The silent protest, standing there, was he trespassing? If he's just standing there and they had to ask him what he was doing, then they didn't know. Hey, there he is, Bird Dog Gnome. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, you're right. Every country does have its own rules. And again, like what I'm telling you guys is only what I hear. Okay? And maybe you know better at times, but what I hear upsets me, and I want to make sure I put my word out there, what I think about it. And then you guys can figure it out if you're living there and know better. That's cool. But that's pretty upsetting what I hear over here. I have heard about this. Hang on 1 minute. Hey, the dude, what's up? How you doing? Diplomat, thank you. There's somebody that knows what they're talking about. Appreciate that, the dude. Guy over here on the other live stream. Dude, I tell you what, my memory's been for shit lately. I had 2 head injuries. What's it been, about 3 months ago? I'm starting to wonder if it did something. I got in a wicked car accident. The front of my car got smashed in. And then I fell and cracked my head. I don't know if you guys can see it. All I got now is just a divot right there in my head. But that was within 2 weeks. I think I was walking around with a concussion or double concussion. My memory's gotten shitty recently. I'm going to start taking. There's a supplement called Alpha Brain. I mean, I'm getting older, so you're going to be a little bit, less sharp. But I've noticed a decrease. It might also be because I'm I'm not working right now and I'm not getting enough exercise. That's why I'm going to eventually do a live stream today over walking in the park because I've noticed I'm a little off on that. So it is what it is. What's that say? I only know because a chick dated her dad. What's it say? Had it from some other. Yeah, exactly. There is something diplomatic immunity. So, but what happened in Scotland? Was that where that happened? I was told Germany, or maybe there might have been another incident. All I'm saying is, do you want to be locked up because of you might have offended somebody, and you're going to get locked right in a jail cell next to someone who might have killed somebody? I don't know. Personally, I think I know what you're saying. The fact was that you guys or they had a rule that you weren't allowed to disturb anybody, was going into the clinic. Again, I don't know. Speech, J.D. Vance. Yep. Speech was in Germany. Oh. You're talking about what J.D. Vance said, I'm guessing, in Germany about that. And I'm mixing it up with the other thing. What's this oversight? So anyway. My bad. Yeah. You know why? Because if you go back I think it's in my video the other day, I brought both things. It must have been sounding like I meant both of them are the same thing. In a way, they are. They're two different incidents. And J.D. Vance is just saying about freedom of speech at one point. Hang on. I'm trying to keep up with two live streams here. So how you been, by the way, dude? Good to see you back. Thanks for stopping by. Eric, thank you. Arend, appreciate your questions, and thanks for stopping. And Bird Dog Gnome. If you guys get a second, throw me a thumbs up. Some of you already did. I appreciate that. Anyway, like I said, I'm not infallible about, what I'm saying. There are times I hop back on and correct shit. And in that incident, if you're thinking that I meant both of them as one thing, no, I was trying to be generalized. They're both dealing with freedom of speech in a way. Like I was about to say, too, is if you're not bothering someone, if you're standing 100 yards away from, that's the whole deal right there. Maybe the guy was standing in the way of someone. I don't know. But I saw things happen over in Canada, too, a little while ago when you remember the C-19. You know what I'm talking about, the pandemic thing we had. What's that? Cool. Good deal, brother. Just talking to the other guy here. Dude, this is Arend over here. I'm talking to her. You're from the Netherlands, right? And Bird Dog Gnome on here. And we got Eric over there right above you. I said hello to him. Anyway, geez, I forgot. See what I'm talking about? That quick, I forgot where I was going with that. Anyway, that's really bad. I'm not kidding you. I literally changed the subject for 1 second, and I'm lost. That's why I'm starting to get worried about that. What was I just about to say? And then I said hello to everybody there. It was something right on the edge of my tongue, and damn it, I hate that. Shit. This is embarrassing in a way because I've been noticing this keeps happening recently. It's scaring the shit out of me, to be honest. I don't know if this is just I'm under a lot of stress right now. I'm forgetting shit. Like literally seconds, I can forget something. And then it'll come back to me, but it's starting to freak me out a little bit. Anyway, talking about free speech, I know I was saying about that. I just don't think people have the right to, let's say it this way. I don't think that the police should just come and kick your door in. This is for free speech I'm talking about, for unless you did something to threaten somebody. Now, you're right. All countries are different. Over here, you're allowed to talk on the computer or whatever, on the internet. If you're not stalking or terrorizing or doing something threatening somebody, then they probably should leave you alone. I know what I was going to say. Up in Canada, I was talking about Canada. I was just about to say something. There's a guy, a reverend up there, Arthur Pulowski, I think his name was. During C-19, the pandemic, they literally sent in like 6, 7 cops into the church on Easter to tell them couldn't have an Easter. Shit. Sorry about that. The other phone dropped. An Easter service. And he told them get the hell out, that there were Nazis and all this. They were literally making a big deal out of it. Meanwhile, there's certain places we're allowing strip joints and shit. Well, that's down in California. To go and, people could go into bathhouses in San Francisco and this and that, but you couldn't have a church service on Easter or on a Sunday during that. I don't know what it was like over in Europe. It's just nuts. Okay, cool. Thank you, Ren. You know what I mean? There's people. Here's the deal. There's people with agendas out there that are trying to. It's a battle. It's literally, in my opinion, we're in a spiritual battle here. You got two different sides. You got one side that wants to do what they want to do, and they're going their own direction. And the other side that's trying, maybe not making it, but trying to follow a more, basically God. They're trying in their own way. They're trying to be more holy or what? Not that they're holy. I mean, everybody's a sinner. Basically, you got good and evil fighting, in my opinion. Now, I guess if you're an atheist, you're an atheist. But when you go and attack someone who's a Christian for their belief, that's wrong. It's the same if, I guess, you go out and jump on somebody's case about whatever they believe, So anyway, I don't know how I got over here in this discussion because I was trying to get to something totally different. Oh, I know about the whole C-19 COVID thing. They are actually talking that they just found more of that over. Hey, what's up, Texas 3? How you doing? Last year, the British government was threatening to extradite, thank you, brother, and prosecute U.S. citizens for violating of their speech laws of the internet. Thanks. Yeah, you're right. That's what I started off saying. It's over in Europe. That's kind of crazy in my opinion. So anyway, I'm just checking shit out on the other live stream, trying to read the comments. Damn. Oh, the C-19 thing, a few years back, they were a lot of people who were, saying that you need to go get jabbed up and all this, and trying to make it like you were no good if you didn't, and also telling you couldn't hold a job. There's a lot of people that equated that with something right out of the Bible, the mark of the beast, where you couldn't earn a living and all this stuff. They really, you know what, if that was an agenda to eventually bring on the mark of the beast, they screwed up because that just woke people up, when you start forcing stuff like that on people, my body, my choice, remember that? People were running around saying that. All of a sudden, it wasn't your body, and the government was going to tell you they were going to stick you with a needle, or you couldn't work, or you couldn't go in a store, you couldn't go in a bar, you had to wear a mask, you had to stay 6 feet apart, you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that. And they're trying to bring it out again, by the way. That's where I was trying to go with this, is that they just found another C-19 type virus over there that's just literally been found. And 2 days before, Fauci Dr. Fauci was talking about, oh, the next pandemic's going to be bad, and going on and on. How does he know? Was he helping make that? That's a biolab thing, in my opinion. Wait a minute. Apparently, they forgot what happened the last time they tried that. What's that about the? You talking about the thing that the juice that they're trying to shoot everybody up with, or Texas 3? What did you mean by that? Yeah, because you know what? Trump right away said he wants to give all those people that lost their job in the military back. Thank God, because we were decimated, and they have a right to make a living. But anyway, I'm talking about three different things here. I started off with the British government. Oh yeah. Tyrants. Yes, back in the day, before we fought for our freedom, the revolution, King George was a tyrant. Taxation without representation is tyranny. He basically kept lifting the taxes. That's where the Boston Tea Party happened, more or less. Patriots got pissed off and started throwing crates of tea. They climbed on the ships that were in the harbor. This is back in 1775, maybe right before independence happened. So anyway, they're throwing that shit in the harbor, but they were dressed up as Indians, which is a smart move. So they couldn't blame it on the town folk. And so anyway, yeah, England ended up getting their ass kicked in the long run, but they outgunned us, outmanned us, out everything. They had professional soldiers. No, the British government trying to rule us. Okay, okay. I just read that twice. Sorry. Yeah. So, I mean, they had the best military force in the world at the time. Basically, if you look at England then, and you follow back, what, 1,000 years or something, there were probably a lot of those guys were in the Roman legions. They were probably, Rome come up and probably ancestry from that, and Rome almost conquered the world, and England more or less for a while was leader of the world. And with all that imperialism, England was one of the top people that were grabbing up islands. And that's one of the things I was saying about with Donald Trump, is doing something by grabbing up all these different spots all of a sudden. Looks awful much like that to me, and it kind of bothers me, but I understand what he's doing in a way, because it's basically right now we're near, in my opinion, we're really close to World War III happening in America. We're going to get hit, and I think he's trying to build a buffer zone, getting Canada and Greenland, so Russia can't come flying in and nuke us without us knowing. You know what I mean? They can't get the heartland of America. And that's only what I'm thinking, what's going on. Plus the mineral rights, in Greenland are ridiculous. There's a ton of oil, lithium, or whatever the hell other rare earth elements you need. There's tons of it up there. And it seems to me, what I heard is that the citizens of Greenland seem to be cool with the idea of becoming part of America, or from what I saw. Now, again, I saw that on YouTube, and they had several videos where people were talking to them. But that could be just a select few, or maybe it's the whole population. I can't tell, because there's so much propaganda and horse shit going on and fake news. You don't know what's real. I have to sift through everything and take pieces and parts and put it together and try to figure out what's really going on. And sometimes I fail miserably, and other times I can get it. And everybody's doing that, because let's face it, our government ain't telling us shit, really. I mean, if there were, why is there so much damn money missing? And why the hell is Elon Musk and Donald Trump going bananas finding all this stuff? These people have been criminals for years, and for whatever reason, they're getting caught right now. Maybe it's because it's in God's timing, and it's time for the unveiling of what's really going on behind the scenes. Maybe this is it, the last roundup, and we're getting ready to get out of here. And God's letting us see how corrupt this place was. Just my opinion on that. What's up, Amir? How you doing? Yeah, wait a minute. Here you go. Texas 3 says the video I saw of Greenlanders being asked about it. They wanted their independence. Yeah, that's what I heard, and I can believe that. But again, I'm still going to take that 2% chance that maybe there's people over there that are saying differently. But yeah, honestly, I really think they probably would rather be free of that because evidently they weren't allowed to really do anything with those mineral rights because is it who owns that really, Netherlands or not the Netherlands, maybe I'm wrong on that. It's the what the heck, who is that? Damn, not net, is it Netherlands? No, it's maybe it is Netherlands. You know what, Aren would know. Denmark, thank you, Aren. Just look back at the screen, thank you. Yeah, I don't know why, but that part of Europe, everything looks the same to me. Um, Netherlands, Finland, all you guys up there. Scandinavia, is that like more or less the whole area up there? But anyway, thank you. I couldn't think of Denmark. And thanks, Texas 3. Again, I'm telling you what, I got head damage done, and my memory's starting to suffer. I know you guys see me sitting here searching for words. It's starting to scare the fuck out of me, to be honest with you, because I noticed it recently a lot more. And that's why I'm getting ready to go on a walk today and part of it is I haven't been working, like I said, and I'm starting to take supplements. There's something called Alpha Brain. It's supposed to, help you memory wise. And I am getting older. Shit, I'm getting ready to retire in a little while. And I just noticed it just recently got real bad. So, but the car accident and falling and hitting my head 2 different times within a couple of weeks probably didn't help. Anyway, what we got over there? We all good? Cool. Let's just see if I missed any what you call it. And wait a minute, this probably got charge on it now. All right, put this thing down there, and let me make sure the other phone's charged, so we have to go through that shit that happened yesterday in the live stream. Yeah, we still got plenty of charge on that. That's cool. Yeah, I had a nightmare yesterday with this freaking thing. Amir, you were here, and somebody else was here that was here. Rend was here. Texas 3, I don't know. You hung around for that. What a fiasco. Both my phones went dead simultaneously, or within a couple seconds at one point. Damn, now I'm getting hot. So anyway, I don't know where the fuck, what the hell I was talking about originally. I do that too. That's another thing. I'll be talking about one thing and drift right into another thing. It's like attention deficit disorder. So that's not helping. What I should be doing is my ass should be walking right now. I should be over in the park doing a live stream. Hey, thank you again for coming by. You're welcome. Yeah, I try to keep it interesting. I like talking to you guys. And you're giving me feedback, and it helps me out when I'm doing a live stream. So you have a great day, Ren. Appreciate you. Have a good one. What else we got going here? What I think... you know what? Wait a minute. Hey, bro, why don't you make a Ren... Yeah, that's a good idea there. She's been coming here for a while. Let's see if I can get... Wait a minute. Okay, she's hooked up, but I don't know if she's still here. If she says something, it should come out. She should be in blue. At least next time, if she already left. You gotta extend... What's that? The army every once in a while. Yes. Yes. Yep. Some fresh soldiers out there, right? Yeah, you know what? I got a lot of mods, but you know what? I hardly have any trolls anymore. So, and you know what? I like, after you've been here a few weeks, I kind of give you the mod nod, you know? Yeah, okay, he's a mod, they're a mod. Eventually, dude, you'll be a mod maybe on this channel soon if you hang around. I don't know if you're still here. Um, it just, it's basically everybody's policing everybody a little bit to keep things under control. And it helps me to not get to go, no, we ain't allowing that, and they'll kill it. But, you know, someone might mention, yo, calm down or whatever if I'm saying things I shouldn't be. Because I tend to rant, like kind of like what I'm doing now. No, I rant, and that's usually when I'm pissed off, and it's no good. I mean, sometimes it's funny, but it's not too cool. I'm certainly not the poster boy. Yeah, yeah, we all have them moments, dude. Let's see. It makes you feel any better. I forget. Yeah, there you go. Nah, it's just that I just noticed it, Texas, just recently. Like, I mean, I noticed it before that, and it's a little bit of a decline as normal, but I noticed it just maybe the last few weeks. And again, I'm under a lot of stress right now of not having a steady job. It's stressful because it's starting to get serious. I'm financially backed into a corner here. Hopefully, I can get my shit up and running. That's why I should become the troll to make the channel a little more. You know what? I let you say some shit, Amir. Yeah, just don't go overboard, and don't. I just don't want fighting on my channel. You know what? I usually back in the day, that was one of my things. I said I let everybody talk. And I don't know if you were here when I was saying that. I didn't mind if a troll wanted to come on here and say something, as long as it wasn't really offensive or someone trying to sabotage your channel or something like that. As long as you ain't pissing somebody off, I'll joke around with you and shit and just look the other way or laugh about it or whatever. Maybe that's another reason I haven't seen too many trolls. Not that I'm asking for them, because they'll come at a time when you don't want them, you know. 10,000. I've literally had what I call a troll storm, where there were literally just a bunch of people all of a sudden showing up. This one live stream, it was crazy as hell, and they're all trying to troll. And at first I just laughed. It was kind of funny. Then I'm thinking, man, that's fucked up. Do they actually have like a troll army somewhere? Civil War. What's that say? The way I should become. Yeah, a civil war. Yeah, maybe. So anyway, I think what I'm going to do, and probably help me out, is I'm going to head over to the park. If you guys want to hang around, takes me about 20 minutes to get over there, and I'll kick on the live stream again, but I'll have to go probably with just one phone. You can jump all over it. Guess I'll go with the Legends and Tales of Josey Wales channel. That's the one I'll be broadcasting from or whatever, and that way I can get some exercise in, and maybe it'll be more interesting too. When you're walking through the park talking, you can see the background, whatever. I've done a couple live streams walking, you know, through the park and down to the store and whatnot. They seem to be a little more enjoyable sometimes. You're going to drive to the park just to walk. Yeah, you believe that shit? Now, the park's about a couple miles, dude, but it's worth it. It's got a reservoir over there on this one road. You got all these, it goes back. It's like a lot of woods. The only other place I could go is down the street and or down to the street and up the road. And there is a park in there, but it's small and it ain't worth a shit. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I will hang up on this right here, and we'll head down there. You guys hop back on if you can. It'll probably take me about a half an hour to get Not even that really, but give me some time to get set back up, and I have to stop and get gas on the way. So give me a half an hour, and you'll see a notification. So have a good one, everybody. I hope to see you over there. Hang on 1 minute. Let me see. Okay. See you later, dude, if you're still on there. And Eric, have a good one. Wait a minute. There we go. And all you guys. What's this? All right, Texas 3. And Amir, hop back on, dude. Want to get over there.